In OZAMIZ City, you're watching One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with information, news, sports, and public affairs. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with love. Ang telebisyong pangmasa. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. One TV special report.
There are 13 members present, including the Honorable Presiding Officer.
Having 13 members present, the Chair declares a quorum. For the order of business, may I request the Honorable Majority Floor Leader.
Yes, Honorable Chair. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. We have no guests or visitors availing of the previous hour, Honorable Chair, this afternoon. We proceed to item number 5, approval of the agenda for the day. There are 14 proposed sessions as written, Honorable Chair, to be included in the order of business. First, a resolution authorizing the local executive enter into contract for the construction of sports facilities, 4 units, tennis court, Phase 1 at Barangay Kinumanorte, SALN City, and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded for the construction of sports facilities for the 20% development fund of 2024. Number 2, proposal, a resolution authorizing the local executive to enter into contract for the Malabang resettlement site development project Phase 4 at Barangay Malabang for SALN City and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded from the site development program of the 20% development fund of 2024. Third, Honorable Chair, is request to enact a resolution authorizing the local executive to enter into contract for the rehabilitation improvement of home economics building of Dimalona Elementary School at Barangay Dimalona, SALN City, and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded from the construction, repair, rehabilitation, maintenance of school buildings, structures, drainage systems, pathways, and other facilities of the Special Education Fund for 2024. Fourth, written request for insertion of officers is a resolution approving the failed validation of land holding from 28 to 29 February to 1 to 8 and 11 to 15 March 2024 by the Department of Agrarian Reform Provincial Office in OZAMIZ City. The fifth proposal is for us to enact a resolution approving the visual inspection of acetic activity on 12 March 2024 by the OB-GYN Department of Mars Medical Center in OZAMIZ City. Number 6, Honorable Chair, is for us to enact a resolution approving the simple bookkeeping and BR tax compliance for small businesses seminar on 13 March 2024 by the Department of Trade and Industry Provincial Office in OZAMIZ City. Number 7 is a resolution approving the seminar on tax updates on 5 March 2024 by the Bureau of Internal Revenue of OZAMIZ in OZAMIZ City. Number 8, resolution approving the 2024 quarterly aquaculture survey on 13 to 28 March 2024 by PAC Provincial Office in OZAMIZ City. Number 9, resolution approving the 2024 commercial livestock and poultry survey on 15 to 30 March 2024 by PAC Provincial Office in OZAMIZ City. Number 10 is for us to enact a resolution approving the 2024 quarterly crops production survey on 15 to 30 March 2024 by PSA Provincial Office in OZAMIZ City. Number 11, Honorable Chair, is a resolution authorizing the local chief executive to enter into a contract with the concreting of Gango Barangay Road at 7 Mandigro Street, by Gango of OZAMIZ City, and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded from the construction and or rehabilitation and widening local barangay roads, bridges, spillways, drainage system program of 20% development fund of 2024. Number 12, Honorable Chair, is for us to enact an ordinance granting a grace period for payment of business taxes and fees to covered taxpayers for the 2024 renewal period. Number 13, a resolution approving the fund utilization of the 20% trust fund share of the city government of OZAMIZ in the proceeds collected from fire code fees in fiscal year 2018, 2020, and fiscal year 2021 in a total amount of 1,528,000 for the procurement of 1 unit pickup rescue vehicle for the use of the Bureau of Fire Protection in OZAMIZ Station. The last but not the least, number 14, proposed insertion is a resolution authorizing the local executive, Honorable Henry Ominal Jr., to enter into and sign on behalf of OZAMIZ City the memorandum agreement with National Bureau of Investigation for the set-up of NBI clearance center station in the city. Honorable Chair, is had 14 proposed sessions. Accordingly, I move this motion to approve our agenda for the day with 14 insertions, which I enumerated, Honorable Chair.
There is a motion from the Honorable Majority Floor Leader for the approval of our agenda for today with 14 inclusions as being manifested. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Item number 6, approval of the minutes of the previous sessions. Attached to our order of business are the minutes for regular sessions on January 30 and February 5, 2024. And I guess everybody was able to peruse, examine, and review the contents thereof, Honorable Chair. Accordingly, I move to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the previous regular sessions on January 30 and February 5, 2024, and to approve the said minutes into Honorable Chair.
There is a motion from the Honorable Majority Floor Leader to dispense the reading of the minutes of the previous sessions dated January 30 and February 5, 2024, and accordingly move for its approval. Any comment, remarks? Hearing none, motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Item number 7, please proceed to letter D. Messages and communications. Number 1, letter dated February 19, 2024 from the City Planning and Development Office recommending for recognition of OZAMIZ Institute of Technology and Alert, meaning Amateur League Emergency Radio Team, Philippine Network Incorporated, a civil society organization. Honorable Chair, this item belongs to the Committee on Social Services and Community Development, chaired by Honorable Sanso Amina Jr. I therefore yield to Honorable Aminal to introduce and recommend action on this item. Honorable Chair.
On item number 1, on messages and communications, this will refer to Honorable Sancho Waminal.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Considering that this item is information, so I may move that this item be marked noted. And likewise, he might be recognized. I so move, Madam Chair. For first reading with reservation.
Moved by the Honorable Waminal to move this item number 1 on first reading with reservation. Motion approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Due to its urgency, may I therefore move that the same be approved on second and final reading, waiving the internal rules of this Sanggunian. On joint motion, Madam Chair.
This letter dated February 19, 2024, from the City Planning and Development Office recommending for the recognition of OZAMIZ Institute of Technology and Alert Amateur League Emergency Radio Team Philippine Network Incorporated as civil society organizations. Moved by Honorable Waminal for its approval on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Item number 2, letter dated February 20, 2024 from Women Empowering Women Philippines Incorporated, Osahan City Chapter, addressed to City Mayor with subject intent to construct a women's center for IP women members in Tipan, Timson, Abordo, Sami City. This is merely a letter of intent, Honorable Chair, addressed to the City Mayor, and we'll await the action of the City Mayor on this matter. In the meantime, I recommend that this letter of intent be now duly noted and record City Council.
For item number 2, this letter from the Women Empowering Women Philippines Incorporated, addressed to the City Mayor, be just duly noted.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Chair. Item number 3, resolution number 2023-47-4794, Second League of NUEVA, VIZCAYA. Resolution urging all Sangguniang Panligan, Sangguniang Panlungsod, Sangguniang Bayan, ang Sangguniang Barangay to express witty support for the Philippine government's efforts in protecting the West Philippine Sea. Honorable Chair, we are aware that our government, national government, is endeavoring and exerting all efforts to protect our
West.
jurisdiction in the West Philippine Sea, which is being, let us say, hampered by frequent visits of foreign vessels like China and other countries on ocean, despite the fact that this area is within our exclusive economic zone. So I think it is in order to support this resolution of NUEVA VIZCAYA, to support the efforts of our national government to protect the West Philippine Sea. And in this connection, Honorable Chair, I move on joint motion to adopt and concur Resolution number 2023-4794, also for legal or VIZCAYA, resolution which supports the Philippine government efforts in protecting the West Philippine Sea for approval on the first reading with distributions on the ocean.
Moved by the Honorable Major, the floor leader, that this resolution number 2023-4794 of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Nueva Vizcaya be adopted and concurred on first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Item number 3. I'm sorry. Due to the urgent demand of public interest, in the interest of our national sovereignty, to protect the Philippine West Philippine Sea under the jurisdiction of our country, Honorable Chair, I move on this motion to adopt and concur with the resolution number 2023-4794 of the National Legal of Nueva Vizcaya for approval of second and final reading, waiving the internal rules, Honorable Chair.
Moved by the Honorable Major, the floor leader, for the adoption and concurrence of this resolution number 2023-4794 of the Sangguniang Panlalawigan of Nueva Vizcaya as a resolution urging all Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Sangguniang Panglungsod, Sangguniang Bayan, and Sangguniang Barangay to express our collective support for the Philippine government's effort in protecting the West Philippine Sea. Move for its approval on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rule for its adoption.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Number 4, the LG Region 10 message to February 16, 2024 with subject prevention on the proliferation of unauthorized manufacture, sale, distribution, and use of uniforms, insignias, and other accoutrements of the Philippine National Police. Honorable Chair, the LG message is also urging the LGUs to come up with an ordinance to supplement this message. In fact, our Chief of Police, Major Tano, wrote a letter to our City Mayor, January 16, 2024, asking that this advisory on uniforms be supported by a local ordinance. So, in the meantime, I recommend that it should be referred to the Committee on Police and the Committee on Laws, also for study and appropriate action and recommendation to this August body, Honorable Chair.
On item number 4, the DILG Region 10 message, dated February 16, 2024, with its subject, prevention on the proliferation of unauthorized manufacture, sale, and distribution, and use of uniforms, insignias, and other accoutrements of the Philippine National Police. Moved by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader, that this be referred to the Committee on Police and Committee on Laws. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. There are no committee reports submitted. Under item number 8, item number 9, please proceed to letter C, an assigned business whereby we have 14 approved insertions. Honorable Chair, may I start with the first approved insertion? Resolution authorizing the local chief executive to enter into a contract for the construction of sports facilities for 4 units tennis court, Phase 1 at Barangay Quinoma Norte, OZAMIZ City, and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded by the construction of sports facilities over 20% dividend fund of 2024. With the kind indulgence of the Committee on Public Works and Infrastructure, I recommend that this item will be referred to the wisdom of the Chairman of the Committee on Sports, Honorable John Pedro Langsod, to introduce and recommend action on this item, Honorable Chair.
The Honorable Duhay Longsod is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion on item number 1 of the inclusions.
Thank you, Majority Floor Leader, Madam Chair. I would like to pass a resolution authorizing the local chief executive to enter into a contract for the construction of sports facilities, 4 units tennis court, Phase 1 at Barangay Kinuma Norte, OZAMIZ City, and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded from the construction of sports facilities of the 20% Development Fund of 2024 for first reading with reservation, Madam Chair.
Approve of first reading with reservations.
With this, Madam Chair, I would like to pass this resolution into second and final reading, waiving the internal rules on joint motion.
Due to the urgency of this request resolution, the Honorable Duhay Longsod is passing this request resolution authorizing the local chief executive to enter into contract for the construction of sports facilities, 4 units tennis court, Phase 1 at Barangay Kinuma Norte, OZAMIZ City, and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded from the construction of sports facilities of the 20% Development Fund of 2024. Move for its approval on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Upon session number 2, resolution authorizing the local chief executive to enter into a contract for the Malaubang resettlement site, development project Phase 4 at Barangay Malaubang, OZAMIZ City, and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded from the site development program of the 20% Development Fund of 2024. And I here to Chairman of the Committee on Housing and the Settlement, Honorable Inquisition, to introduce and recommend action on this item, Honorable Chair.
The Honorable Suizo is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair and Honorable Majority Floor Leader. This representation, Madam Chair, would like to pass a resolution authorizing the local chief executive, the Honorable Attorney Henry F. Waminal Jr., to enter into a contract for the Malaubang Resettlement Site Development Project, Phase 4 at Barangay Malaubang, OZAMIZ City, and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded from the Site Development Program of the 20% Development Fund of 2024 with reservation. On first reading, Madam Chair.
Approve on first reading with reservation.
On this premise, Madam Chair, I'd like to pass this on third and final reading, waiving the internal rules on joint motion.
Due to the urgency of this request, the Honorable Suizo is passing this resolution on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment? Remarks? Hearing none, motion approved on the second and final reading.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Upon session number 3, resolution authorizing the local chief executive to enter into a contract for the rehabilitation improvement of home economics building of the Malona Elementary School at Barangay Malona, OZAMIZ City, and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded from the construction, repair, rehabilitation, maintenance of school buildings, structures, drainage systems, pathways, and the facilities for Special Education Fund of 2024. With the kind indulgence again of the Committee on Public Works and Infrastructure, chaired by Honorable Salvador, may I refer this to Chairman of the Committee on Education, Honorable Cecilio Co, to introduce and recommend action on this item, Honorable Chair.
The Honorable Cecil Co is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. So I move to pass a resolution authorizing the local chief executive to enter into a contract for the rehabilitation and improvement of the home economics building of the Malona Elementary School in Barangay Di Malona, OZAMIZ City, and perform all acts for the implementation of the project funded from construction repair, etc., and other facilities of the Special Education Fund of 2024 for first reading with reservation.
For first reading with reservation. Motion approved.
Thank you again, Madam Chair. Since there is a need to fund this project under the Special Education Fund of 2024, I move to pass this resolution on second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Moved by the Honorable Cecil Ko, the Committee Chair on Committee on Education, to pass this request resolution on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment, remarks? Hearing none, motion approved on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Upon session number 4, resolution approving the field validation of land holdings from 28 to 29 February to 1 to 8 and 11 to 15 March 2024 by the Department of Agrarian Reform Provincial Office in OZAMIZ City. And here to the Chairman of the Committee on Agriculture and Agrarian Reform, Honorable Sanso Aminal Jr., to introduce and recommend action on this item. Honorable Chair.
The Honorable Waminal is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. This humble representation would like to move a resolution approving the failed validation of land holdings from 28 to 29 February to 1 to 8 and 11 to 15 March 2024 by the Department of Agrarian Reform Provincial Office in OZAMIZ City. Be approved on first reading with reservation, Madam Chair, on joint motion.
On joint motion be approved on the first reading with reservation. Motion approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Considering the urgency and in the spirit of public service, I so move for the approval of the same on second and final reading, waiving the internal rules of this Sanggunian.
Due to the urgency of this request, the Honorable Waminal is passing this request resolution on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment, remarks? Motion approved on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Upon session number 5, a resolution approving the visual inspection of acetic activity on 12 March 2024 by the OB-GYN Department of Mass Medical Center in OZAMIZ City. I now yield to the Chairman of the Committee on Public Health and Sanitation and Committee on Hospital, Honorable Catherine C. Lim, to introduce and recommend action on this item. Honorable Chair.
The Honorable Catherine Lim is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to pass a resolution approving the visual inspection of aesthetic activity on 12 March 2024 by the OB-GYN Department of Mars Medical Center in OZAMIZ City for first reading with reservation.
For first reading with reservation, motion approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Due to its urgency, I would like to pass this for second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Due to the urgency of this request, the Honorable Catherine Lim is passing this on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment, remarks? Hearing none, motion approved on the second and final reading.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Upon session number 6, a resolution approving the simple bookkeeping and BR tax compliance for small businesses seminar on 13 March 2024 by the Department of Trade and Industry, Provincial Office in OZAMIZ City. And now yield to the Chairman of the Committee on Trade, Commerce and Industry, Honorable Catherine Lim, to introduce and recommend action on this item. Chair.
The Honorable Catherine Lim is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
One TV special report.